17 more acts. Woo! Four more contestants. We've been live since 11 a.m. here at Shady Acres Studio in the Niagara region. Bonnie on the breaks, I see, has been running beautiful slides of all our funders and partners. So thank you to all of you, and especially the town of Lincoln, who specifically is funding in the major portion of our Jazz for the Ages youth program. So thank you, town of Lincoln. So we've had all of these performers. I was talking about work ethics and overachievers, but in a nice way. I'm saying that. I think it's great that they're all just they put in so much work. And this next artist is no exception. He's 12, and we know him because he's already been a winner in our Jazz for the Ages youth competition. He's been playing since he was 3.5 years old. His piano teacher is Mr. Ted Ellis. He has been twice the recipient of the Canadian National Conservatory of Music Silver Medal for attaining the highest mark in Canada on his final piano exams, and most recently completed his grade 8 piano. He's 12. So he's performed with our festival because he was a winner, and that's what happens with our finalists and winners. They perform throughout different festival events. So he's performed with Peter and the music of a Charlie Brown Christmas. But here's the other thing, not just a musician. This what always gets me with Emilio. So he's a member of his school's Me to We and his robotics club. He's a member of his cross-country, track, and basketball teams. He's participated in the Niagara Regional Science Fair at Brock University. He has also advanced to local speech competitions where he has been awarded for his accomplishments. And we really noticed that during Charlie Brown when you were talking to the audience. You're a very well-spoken young man. And he was also selected to be a page in the Ontario legislature. However, due to COVID, his session has been postponed to the fall. He likes to, in his spare time, I don't know how he has spare time with all of that and his level of piano playing. But anyway, I'm going to talk to him about after that. He enjoys running, riding his bike, and he has newspaper routes. And he is he says most of all, a car, airplane, and aerospace enthusiast. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Emilio Geremia, who is also a really great piano player, and he's 12. Okay, here we go.
First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Juliet, Peter, all the judges, volunteers, photographers, audio, video, etc., for taking time out of the day to make this event possible. It's really been quite a feat. My first song that I'll be playing today is Sweet Georgia Brown. This piece was composed in 1925 by Ben Burney and Maceo Pinkard. Was recorded on March 19th, 1925. And the version that I'll be performing today is by the Ray Brown Trio. With that, my second piece is Besamé Mucho, which was written by Francesco Velasquez. I think I said that correctly. And is a Latin tune, and I hope you enjoy. Before we go any further, my first song I would like to dedicate to all of my music teachers, including my father, my school music teacher, Mr. Dean Jessam, and my piano teacher, Mr. Ted Ellis. And my second song I would like to dedicate to my mom because she really enjoys that song and it's one of her favorites.
Yeah. All right. We got two songs. Are we on? Are we those judges?
Finally, I got a piano player.
Okay. Muy hermosa. Muy hermosa.
I would.
Oh,
I would
that'll be it. Sorry, I'm just going to interrupt you in Spanish until you stop talking.
I would like to thank Terry Clark for accompanying me. He's fantastic.
All right. You played with so much confidence and assurance and knowledge of those tunes inside and out.
Thank you.
And I was very impressed by the fact that there was an improvisational quality to what you were doing. You weren't glued to the music. You've taken leave of the necessity for that. And all I can say is just continue with what you're doing. Continue to expand your repertoire. What are you or who are you listening to right now? What's your favorite stuff to listen to?
Currently, well, one of the people who got me into playing jazz that really inspired me was Oscar Peterson. But I'm also listening to Harry Connick Jr. and for more modern jazz, if you will, Jacob Collier.
Okay, excellent job, excellent.
Thank you.
There you go.
Hey, Emilio, that was wonderful. One thing I noticed right off the top, I do lots of solo piano stuff or accompanying singers and stuff, and it's nice to hear you changing gears here. The finger pedaling, like the melody on top and the orchestration, the way you did everything was really, really nice.
Thank you very much.
Really enjoyed that, and the
Thank
feel, your feel gets better every time I see you play. So
Thank you.
it just keep doing what you're doing. It's wonderful to see the development and the growth.
Thank you.
So, and that's all I have to say. Okay, that's great.
Yes, a wonderful maturity, fine keyboard dynamic.
Thank you.
I love both of those tunes, and I really celebrate what you did with Sweet Georgia Brown. You know, that was a really interesting spin. Way to go.
Thank you.
Your voicing, I really liked your voicing. The way you treated the bass part, the melody, and the inner parts had a good texture, and it came across well balanced. Of course, your feel was fantastic, and I really like listening to Terry. Terry, it sounded like you were pushing him at times, right? You're really getting in there and digging in, and he was like solid. Emilio, you were solid, man. It was
Thank you.
just a great feel. Thanks, man.
Check one. Emilio, I finally get a piano player that I can yell at. And, you know, I've just been waiting for a piano player to show up so I can tell him everything he's doing wrong. And of course, Emilio hasn't done anything wrong. But seriously, I mean, I could tell you a whole bunch of stuff you already know. So we already know the stuff that we know, how hard it is to be your own accompanist, to play left-hand bass, to make it convincing, to keep the groove going while you're laying back with your right hand and playing solos by Gene Harris. That's Gene Harris, right? On the Ray Brown Trio?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for that, for Sweet Georgia Brown, for establishing the groove. Like the first thing I wrote down, immediately grooving. Like immediately, just right in the pocket. And nothing against Terry, but you had it going on. Like you had really established that. And then of course Terry enhanced it beautifully, as only he can do. Left hand bass is not easy to do, and I have some friends here that try and do it. I try and do it sometimes on the solo gigs that we do, Peter and Randy. It's really challenging to keep a solid quarter note feel going in your left hand while you're trying to interpret and kind of do some other phrasing and creative things in your right hand. And you really have the independence to do that. And independence is not something that comes easily on the piano. And thank you for Leslie for also saying, Leslie Mitchell Clark mentioned your improvisational. It's right immediately we were ready for some improv, because we knew that you had the tune under your hands, and we were just really waiting for the solo. And you really, I think you paced it out beautifully. Besamé was so solid. I mean, I can't find anything wrong with it. And I certainly didn't miss the fact that you didn't use a bass player. Sometimes it's more fun to create your own ideas in the left hand. And I just hope that this COVID thing is over soon so you can get out there and perform for people, because you are really going places.
Thank you.
Thank you, Neil.
Thank you very much.
One more time for Emilio Geremia, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a talent! What a talent. I think he's grown 6 inches since I saw him last. It is possible. So we're going to do a quick